Morning, YouTubers. Just took delivery the other day of the Ariens Zoom 42 mower from Home Depot. This comes with the 19 horsepower Kohler 6000 motor, 42-inch stamped cutting deck, 12 gauge. So a few things on buying from Home Depot. First thing, they do the white glove delivery, so they send it to a dealer to prep the machine. Then the dealer brings it to you all set up and ready to go. You don't have to uncrate it or anything like that. Overall, that service was kind of so-so. I mean, yes, they did uncrate it, they prepped it, they put the seat on it, and did all those things, and they delivered it to my driveway, which was nice. Where it fell a little bit short, in my opinion, was I expected like the control arms and all that to be set up perfect, but they were a little bit loose, and one side was running a little bit faster than the other, so the machine was not tracking perfectly straight. I saw on the invoice Home Depot paid the dealer $125. Now that's probably not a ton of money for the dealer, but still I expect it to be set up the right way. I wasn't expecting to have to do anything with it, but whatever. I mean, it's not a huge deal to adjust the arms. It's just a couple of bolts. But so hits and misses here on the mower itself, what I like, what I don't like. So this is my first ride on zero turn. I was coming from a walk behind zero turn, so my frame of reference isn't perfect. I don't have a ton of experience on ride on zero turns, but the 33-inch walk behind zero turn gave me some experience with zero turns to compare it to anyway. So what's good? Fires right up. The Kohler engine seems to to run well. I like that. Top end speed is a little bit less than maybe I thought it was going to be. I do like the foot pedal for adjusting the mower deck. So, you step on that and then you set your height. I do like that part. Traction on the tires is maybe not quite as good as I was expecting. My land is pretty level. I don't have a lot of hills. I don't have a ton of obstacles. So, but I was a little surprised to see, it's real easy to get in a situation where one of the tires is spinning and nothing's happening. You just totally lose traction. I don't remember that really being the case with the walk behind, although with the walk behind, I guess it's easy to, to kind of manhandle it a little bit and push it out of a situation if you're starting to lose traction. So maybe I just didn't really notice. Overall, it's comfortable. Seat's pretty comfortable. It's definitely bouncy. There's not much suspension to the seat. There's two springs under here, under here and here. I don't know if you can see those. That's your cushioning under the seat. But you definitely, if part of your, if you got somewhere in your lawn where it's not level, you're definitely bouncing around a bit. But to go up to a mower that has a suspension system, you're talking a way different price point, and that's definitely one thing to keep in mind with this mower, and and the other lower end motors from Toro and the other ones, especially when you're buying them from Home Depot, they're building them to a price point. So you're not getting the most powerful engine, you're not getting a suspension, you're not getting a fabricated deck, but you're not paying for all that either. So you got to decide what's important to you. Is it budget or having the best possible of everything, and you don't necessarily get both. Other hits and misses. This one's not really hit or miss, but it took me a while to get used to the fact there's a pressure switch under the seat. So if you get up off the mower, the engine shuts off. That took a little bit of getting used to, because I'm used to, just sort of, if I got to pick something up in the yard, I'm used to just sort of idling the mower for a minute and, hopping off and hopping back on, or leaving my walk behind for a minute and idling and then getting back on. You can't do this with that. As soon as your butt comes off the seat, the engine stops. So what else? Oh yeah. So the battery it comes with, and you've probably seen this in a few of the comments on reviews, but it comes with this just puny little battery in here. I don't know, just to show my hand for size reference. I mean, and it's, what is this? It's 12 amp hour and 190 cold crank amps, but it is just really small. Now it says in the manual that it'll take a group, was it the U1, or yeah, oh, it says it right on top there, that you can put a group U1 battery in there, which is definitely what I'll do when this one, I'll just run this one till it dies and then replace it with the larger U1 battery. I imagine again that's a cost measure there for Ariens. The washout port, okay, I didn't love it. It's plastic. It does not feel super sturdy. I could see snapping that off without too much trouble. I wish they had used a metal washout port fitting, and one that's like a more standard size for your hose quick connect, so you wouldn't have to go to the intermediate. They give you a plastic piece that goes on here, and then that you can go to a regular hose fitting. I wish they hadn't done that, so I could just put my standard hose disconnect right on there. But again, that's is what it is. It's not the end of the world. On uneven terrain, I swear I could feel the frame flexing some. The front to back and side to side. I swear you can feel the frame flex a bit. Maybe that's my imagination, but I swore I felt that. The cut is good. It's got the 3 blades. This is, with my walk behind, I always mulched. I never did side discharge. I did side discharge on this, and actually it came out a lot better than I expected. There wasn't tons of long grass clippings in the yard that I saw. And I was pretty satisfied with the way that it looked. The one thing I did yesterday, did a little mod here for myself. Let me come around here to show you. So coming in and out of the shed and in and out of the gates, it's a lot handier to be able to have the discharge chute up, because it cuts your width way down. So what I did was I just went to the hardware store. I got one of these I forget what they call them, eye hook latches or whatever, and just screwed it right into the plastic here. And I put the eye right shoot, I can see if I can do this one hand while I'm holding the phone. Put the eye, I'm not gonna be able to do it, put the eye in the deck, but as you saw before I unhooked it, it just you need 2 hands. So well, anyway, you just latch that on there and it holds it up while you go through the gate. Now I did notice yesterday, if you're really bouncing over rough ground, it'll come loose and swing down, but in a way I actually like that, because I don't want to forget, leave it up while I'm mowing, because for safety that should be down. I only want that for going through the doors to the shed and through the gate. So actually for me that's perfect, and it worked just fine. I think that's cost about $2 to do, or so for the hardware. I know other people said they use bungees, but for me this solution worked a little better for me. Other than that, I guess there's its brother, the Ariens snow throw. So we got a whole orange family going now. But anyway, I guess that's about all I got to say about it. I'll maybe post a video up while I'm actually mowing on it. I mowed, today's Sunday, I mowed Thursday. I'll probably mow this coming Thursday again. And maybe I'll try and get a little video of it while it's running in action. In the meantime, if you got any questions about the Ariens Zoom 42 that you want to know, go ahead and post a question in the comments and I'll try to respond. And if you appreciate seeing some video and some feedback on this mower, go ahead and hit like and hit subscribe, and thanks. Bye.